Hey there, it's Susan Peirce Thompson, and welcome to the weekly vlog. So, a short while ago, I was talking to a Brightliner, and she was sharing a really powerful, for her, awareness, an aha that she'd had. And I thought it was so good that I jotted it down in my phone and in an Evernote to include in a weekly vlog. And here's the story. She was sitting with her husband and her nieces and her nephews on a weekend, and they were all eating. They were all partaking of NMF. And if you're new to Brightline eating, that means not my food. That means they were eating a bunch of stuff that she doesn't eat anymore. And she was sitting there feeling sad and left out. And as she sat there, and sidebar, her lines are immaculately bright right now. And she said that she's having a very different experience in Brightline eating because for the first time ever, she's really working the program 100%. She's done what we call, she's come all the way in and sat all the way down. And because her lines are 100% bright, she's not giving herself the permission to eat off plan in situations exactly like this particular situation she found herself in. She reported to me that in the past, this loving mother food indulger or loving grandmother part would have come out of her that would have said, "Oh, honey, this is too hard. You shouldn't deprive yourself of this. You can totally partake of this just a little bit and you'll get back on track later. But sweetheart, of course you should be with them and join in and the blah, 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 blah," right? You get the idea. And she said that part of her tried to sort of say a little bit of that. And here's what happened that was new. Because she's been really bright and she's really working her program. Another part of her came up that said, yeah, no, you could partake, but then you'd be trading sad now for a lot more sad and hard later. Pick your sad. And so she didn't eat. She realized that the trade-off was completely an unfavorable trade-off, right? I've heard it said, I'm not going to give up what I want most for what I think I want right now. I think that's a saying that someone else in our Brightline eating community was saying, and I love that. So amazing, right? So she was sitting there and she thought, I have to pick my sad. I have to pick my sad. And I actually way prefer this sad. She felt it for a second. It passed. She's still engaged with her husband and her niece and her nephew. And she really ended up having a lovely day. And she didn't eat addictively. She didn't eat off plan. She went to bed on time. She felt great about herself. There was no food chatter in her head. She woke up the next morning feeling amazing. She's feeling healthy. All kinds of health problems are clearing up for her. And she said, Susan, I'm picking my sad. I don't want the global sad that comes with the life of obesity, chronic health problems, mental illness, tons and tons and tons of low self-esteem, self-doubt, misery. She actually got to the point where she was unable to work. Pick your sad. Another way to say it is pick your hard. Right? It is hard sometimes to get through gatherings without eating foods that aren't on the Brightline eating food plan. It is sometimes hard to get through little moments in a microcosm. But the life, if you are someone who needs Brightline eating, the life of not doing Brightline eating is so much more sad and hard than the localized moments of having to muster the no thank you. So thank you to the sweet Brightliner who relayed that story to me. And I just thought maybe at this time of year, that vignette might be helpful to someone out there. And if not, certainly to me. It's always a good reminder. And I love you. That's the weekly vlog. I'll see you next week.